All right, I guess we're gonna try this out here. Got my jiggy transitions and all this. See, a little bit better webcam going on. Hopefully, God damn it. Let's see. Hopefully my audio comes through all right. And we're gonna try to do a thing here. So, just kind of messing around. Oop. See, gotta try to figure out how to do all this stuff here. I need a producer. Yeah. So, welcome back, Kyle Style Podcast. I don't know if this is just gonna. I don't even know if I'm gonna end up uploading this. It's just gonna be a thing. What do we got in the news today? What don't we have in the news today? Looks like our friend Tariq Nasheed's YouTube channel got taken down. Good riddance to like a race baiting, disingenuous liar. The guy's just out of control. He had to be stopped. What else we got? Of course, Donald Trump Jr. and this email scandal that I'm pretty sure isn't actually a scandal. We got, where is it? So, he had said, or it had been revealed, anyway, that Donald Trump Jr. was going to receive compromising information on Hillary Clinton back during the campaign. And he met with a he met with an intermediary, Goldstone is his name, who introduced him to some Russian lawyer. And that Russian lawyer allegedly was going to provide him with this information, right? Now, what ended up happening, apparently, this is like the last hour or so that I saw, was that it's possible that
Did you notice that there's so many prices out there for the exact same room?
I'm muting.
I know.
It's possible that they weren't even going to use this information, or they never actually took the information from this Russian woman. I don't want to try to pronounce her name. And so it's like a non-scandal. Like it's potential. It's like potentially might have had the opportunity to commit fraud, but didn't, or commit treason, I guess. But it's not the same thing. Like, this is my understanding, is that it's just some information one person has that they give to another. And it is, even if it was backed by the Russian government, if he didn't actually take the information, then there's no attempted crime there, because there's no crime. And I feel like this thing is still evolving, because what Trump Jr. did is he just took these emails that were being rumored about, and he just dumped them on Twitter. He just released them. Now, there might be more to it than, it was like 4 pages. There might be more to it or whatever. But you'd have to find that lawyer, find out what she knew, and then establish whether or not that information they had was going to, whether it played a role in the election or not. And I'm seeing the same thing I keep seeing. It's like everybody, like people on Twitter, presumably still the angry Hillary supporters and stuff, are like, this is it. Trump's over. It's done. What? Like, here we are. It's like 7 months since inauguration, 2 years or something since his whole campaign began. If there had been anything of a reasonable, beyond a shadow of a doubt, right, that was indictable, don't you think it would have come out by now? What did we get? We got grab him by the pussy and women saying that he did bad stuff, but then they all disappeared after the election, so that was kind of weird. And this Russia thing is serious. It is a serious, it's a serious allegation to imply that the president of the United States has committed treason, and it should be taken seriously. But it's like we're not seeing that. That's not what we're seeing. I'm just seeing people being hysterical and just acting like it's imminent. And then I guess they're really big Mike Pence supporters. They really want Mike Pence to be president. I don't quite understand what they think is going to happen. Mike Pence becomes president. You think that's going to be more in your interests? Or he's not also a Russian shill? Oh, we're going to indict, I've heard that. We're going to indict Trump and Pence. Okay. Speaker Ryan, you want him to be president. All right. And then down the chain, like the line of succession, it's just. And the Trump Russia thing won't die. It just won't die. And this is part of my. To be charitable to the people who are still pushing the Trump Russia narrative, I would say, look, if there is proof of that, if Trump and Putin at some level colluded to get Trump in the White House, what makes you think that pulling a global historical fraud on the entire planet, and especially, boondoggling our democratic process, what makes you think that any evidence of that exists? Really? Someone was taking notes in the corner during the meeting, taking notes on a criminal fucking conspiracy, like what, the email traffic that is going to be encrypted and that was probably deleted as soon as this little intelligence gathering op thing was, where they gave the information to Trump. I don't like, the Podesta emails were leaked through WikiLeaks. They didn't come from Trump, and Trump didn't do anything to. What did he help WikiLeaks, or did who was it? Guccifer? Was Guccifer the one who? Nope. What? Nope. No what? I need my no interruption sign. Oh, shit. I'm in the middle of shit. What is that? It's mostly just fuckery, but smell good?
Yeah, they smell good stuff.
Do you just open it?
Well, you can just open it, but it's better to have to put it into the plug-in thing.
We don't have a plug-in.
I know, but for now you can take it off and it just still illuminates.
Okay. Oh, thank you.
Put a cowboy hat on.
Fuck. All right. Where was I? Smell good stuff. Make this little studio space smell better. It's good to have roommates that are looking out. Anyways, where the hell was I? I'm not sure exactly what people think is indictable here, and they are just hysterical. And again, the charge is serious. Did Donald Trump commit treason? That's an important question. And at first, I did take it seriously. There are people who still are maintaining this position, even though it's just nothing burger after nothing burger after nothing burger. They have to be starving. They have to be starving. There's just nothing but nothing burgers. And when it comes to there's a certain level where none of this even matters, because with the makeup of the House and the Senate, Trump in office, they finally got the travel ban passed. Look, things are going to keep moving regardless of whether or not all of this hysteria is mostly just an emotional indulgence on the part of all the people on social media and everywhere else who might be, in real life, they are, presumably, some of them are paranoid and freaking out that Putin runs America or whatever it is that they think. And it's distracting from, well, obviously your real life and your real values and your real goals and everything else. But it's also, driving that narrative, which is sort of what we saw the other week when there was the shooting at the Congressman Scalise, who if he succumbs to his injuries, which he was back in the hospital again for infections, if he succumbs to his injuries, he'll be the first congressman to be killed in office since Congressman Leo Ryan at Jonestown. So think about that, right? Think about how unhinged people have to be to view their own legislator as an enemy that, well, it wasn't his legislator, but, you know, a member of Congress as not just a citizen, but as an enemy of the people who needs to be destroyed. We gotta figure out a way back from this, right? If there's problems with our electoral process or election process, we need to address those problems. But there's definitely no proof that Russia like hacked voting machines or something. I've seen people say that, and that's just completely wrong. And it's a fascinating thing happening here. So Trump Jr. Released his emails through Twitter. So just kind of this end run around the mainstream media anyway, and just puts the emails out. I saw the tweet from the New York Times reporter. What did he say? It was, damn, I need to have this stuff queued up better. See, I can do some cuts here and get this. Maybe I can get this up. I think I saw it on Molyneux. Here it is. Jared Yates Sexton. I worked on this story for a year, and he tweeted it out. in this thread started by his tweet is just people saying, "Oh, it's okay, man. Here, I'll send you drink money and stuff because it's time to have a drink." Look, they don't have a responsibility to accommodate you wanting to you being a journalist. I'm saying want to. The guy actually is a journalist, but they don't have to like let you have the story. Like there's almost no. I don't see any reason why they would do that. It just people were concerned. Maybe Trump told them, if there's no problem, just release them. Just release the emails. We'll show CNN how to make a story. And this is where we are, where Twitter is driving the news cycle. Twitter has become this tool of political interaction with the elites, and it's just out of fucking control. Like, we gotta, okay. So here's what I'm talking about, is these two universes, and people like Scott Adams, Stefan Molyneux have commented on this, that there's these parallel universes. And in one universe, Trump totally colluded with the Russians, and in the other one, no, he didn't. And the two are not really overlapping. You have to, if one is true, you are sort of inclined to act a certain way. You need to respond. But if the other one is true, well, then there's nothing to respond to. So one half is looking at the other half like they're insane or lazy or stupid, ill-informed, etc. But the left, the liberals essentially are looking like deranged. Like they look like they are just grasping at straws just over and over again, and every new story is going to be the one that I thought that people would run out of energy by now. You gotta get at some point that there's not anything concrete. And again, like that black pill I was kind of talking about is even if that evidence, that proof exists somewhere, we will never see it. We're never gonna see it. It's either not there at all, or it's locked in a shoebox under Putin's bed. If it was going to be out, it would have come out by now. And I guess if you are actually a person looking, like you're actually, I don't know how you would even find this information unless you're in the CIA or NSA or something. And I imagine that NSA, CIA, DEA, whoever, RCA, they're all going to be, I mean, they might have been digging on this, but if they were for this long and they never found anything, the public at large isn't going to find anything. They're not going to find it. So one way or another, your life has to continue. So move to the mountains and dig a bunker and stock it with beans and ammo if you really think that we're about to become the Handmaid's Tale. Okay? Move to Canada if you really, no bullshit, think that the country has now been conquered and we're all just capitulating to the whims of a madman. Or you go, well, this dude just swept into office. It was a tight race. Everybody was basically faked out of their boots. I wasn't until the last minute, and then I was, and then I wasn't again. It was a failure of spirit. I saw this coming, and I said that people need to prepare because they had such blinders on that they weren't thinking about the possibility. It was a joke that Trump would be president. And here we are, and a lot of the same people are now beside themselves. And I'm concerned not with the people who are really who are really doing the work to try to criticize Trump. It's like, criticize him. But clinging to this Russia narrative makes you look hysterical and insane at this point. And you've got to do the real work to really understand real policy problems that are coming up and get involved with your actual local politics. Like, if you feel like you're pushing back against the Fourth Reich, you've got to use the process as it is. And that means county, state, local legislators. It means writing your congressman, right? You've got to engage with the real process. And the real process isn't just shouting on Twitter that Trump's going to prison now. Now it's over. No, it's not over. It's not going to be over. And you aren't doing anything. You're not doing anything to stop Trump 2020 from happening. I know they're trying to run the Rock. I saw that today. They were running the Rock for the Democratic Party because that's apparently where we are right now. All right. Fun little test rant thing here with my video in video and all of that good stuff. Let's see. Let's see how my audio sounds. This is, OBS. OBS is kind of fun. It does a lot of good stuff. So, anyways, I don't expect anything to really come of this email scandal. This email scandal from Trump Jr. It's just gonna. It's a nothing burger. There's no proof of a criminal act or anything, and I mean, good. Again, if you really are out there looking and you really think you're finding the proof, then God bless you. But I don't think you're gonna find anything, and most of the public aren't actually doing anything to try and find this. It's just a meme that they kind of cling to. That, yeah, Trump's our he's a fake president. He's not my president. Oh, yes, he is. Oh, yes, he is. And if you want to prove that the president of the United States is in the pocket of a foreign government, you've got a large task ahead of you. And don't sacrifice the well-being of, say, like your family or your loved ones or whatever in your pursuit of this. Don't quit your day job. Keep your day job. Keep saving money. Try to buy real estate in the future. Watch out for your health It's summertime. Make sure to stay hydrated. Sorry to all the Southern Hemisphere people. Just get a grip. Just get a grip and try to better yourself and be the person that makes America great again. Right? Be the person that makes America great again. So, fun little rant over. Kyle Style. Oh, yeah. I forgot my plugs. If you enjoyed having me yell at you through audio and video, head over to redbubble.com/people/Kyle Style Design and pick up some of my original artwork on shirts and prints and mugs and hats and all that good stuff. And I, of course, get a portion of the proceeds. If you enjoyed hearing me yell at you through audio and video, head over to redbubble.com/people/Kyle Style Design. Check out some of my original artwork on mugs and shirts and prints and all that good stuff, and I get a portion of the proceeds. All right? Look at all of that wonderful merch. Or you head over to the GoFundMe page, throw me a couple of dollars, and I will continue to talk into microphone and or video camera for your enjoyment and informative. For fuck it. All right, Kyle Style, out.